Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. I hope you are all okay. So, I wanted to make a positive video this time. My last few videos have not been the most positive, and like the UK is depressing as it is. So let's put a little bit of a positive spin on obviously what's been happening, and also as well, let's talk about a bit of an escape from the place. You know what I mean? Something when I was there, I could not wait to escape from there. So I'm going to talk about a few reasons why that you might want to consider the Philippines as an escape, because I don't know if you heard what or should I say, Mr. Sir Keir Starmer said about people if they're not happy being in the UK. He just say you can always leave. So he clearly doesn't want you there anyway. So few reasons why you might want to consider the Philippines. Okay, so I'll start with the first one, which is a big one. One of the reasons why I decided to come here was that English is spoke majority of the people. Okay, so pretty much most people here speak English. Don't get me wrong, there's still a few that don't speak English, but pretty much most of them do, especially in Manila and Cebu as well. It's very, very rare that you come across that someone doesn't, and even then they can still speak, a decent amount. Where in Thailand, yeah, it's a bit of a hit and miss, and even then, if you're not American or if you're not from London, yeah, as a northerner, it's an absolute bloody nightmare. In fact, if you speak broken English, for some reason they understand you a lot better. I don't know why. For me, it's an absolute nightmare. So one of the reasons why I chose the Philippines. The people here are generally great as well. Don't get me wrong, you still get your idiots time to time, but that's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Even the most nicest, luxurious places, there's always going to be an idiot that you're going to come across. I'll never forget it. Literally I think it was a few months ago, just in a place called Secret Door, some gay guy, should I say, tried to pick a fight with me who looked like Manny Pacquiao. Don't know why I did, not got a clue, just one of them things. Okay. So so they speak English. It's easier to translate, what you've got to say, and as well, pretty much most of the signs are in English anyway, especially in Manila. So that's a big one for me. The second one, this is an absolute awesome perk. Right, in the UK, if you want to rent a property or you want to be a tenant to the property, you've got to go through so many bloody hoops. You've got to you get a credit check, and not too long ago, you had to do like admin fees, which was like probably, I think it was between £100 to £200 just from the process some paperwork. So you're paying on top of that as well, plus your credit check, and then you've got to have like some kind of, not portfolio, but you know what I mean. You've got to have some kind of references from previous landlords, things like that. Absolute nightmare, just an absolute joke of things just to try and be a tenant to a property. And on the top of that as well, it's super expensive. Well, guess what? Here, no such thing. One of the easiest things I've ever had to do here is basically be a tenant here. I'll tell you the experience, okay? Pretty much, I looked on Facebook, but please be careful looking on Facebook. I have heard there's a few things that can go wrong there, but meet them in person. Don't exchange any money on Facebook. But once you do meet them, once it is obviously a proper rental agency, whatever, you're good to go. Honestly, I'd looked at the property. I was happy with the property. Took about 10 minutes. Asked them the questions that I needed to ask. Put my deposit down on my first month's rent. Give me the keys. Signed a few paperwork to say that was in a year's contract. You can do year, you can do 6 months, depending obviously what they want from you. And that was it. That was it. Now, some things definitely to look out for. Some of them want, because they're a little bit, let's be honest, they're a little bit backwards here sometimes when it comes to, they want some checks. Like they might want 6 months checks in a row. So like, the old checking book where you write it down and they would just cash that in. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't have anything like that whatsoever at all. So it's definitely something that you might have to consider. The other thing as well is how they would take payments from you. Okay, now taking payments here can go two ways. Let's check that. It can go two ways. First one, how I did it. was through PayPal. Now bear in mind there is a little bit of a fee on top of that as well to send this money over. It's not that much, but it's still a bit of a pain in the ass to send, of a fee. It's a little bit extra, but again, renting here for the most part is pretty cheap anyway, so it's not something really that you're going to notice. And the second way of doing it, and it's probably the preferred method which I'm doing right now, is Gcash. Now Gcash is like a digital wallet that you just top up and you can send money around. Really easy. Sometimes buggy, not gonna lie, sometimes buggy, and I wouldn't recommend using Gcash in the UK because somehow money disappears that way. But if you do it here, it's genuinely fine, okay? And normally, if you just put something called a ticket in, you just get the money back anyway. So my second one is renting properties, basically being a tenant. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The third thing, probably my final thing as well, is dating here. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It is easy. It is on easy mode out here. They're better looking, in my opinion. You date a lot younger than obviously you would do in the UK because the age thing is not really a massive thing here, if I'm honest. So for me, like, mid-20s is great, dating age for me. I don't really want to date someone my age because they usually tend to be boring. And usually they've got a lot of baggage, a lot of trauma, etc, etc. I won't go through all the list. One thing that I definitely noticed in the UK going back, and I saw it in the post and I couldn't stop laughing, was you've got to be a millionaire to basically date the village bicycle. Very true. Just an absolute nightmare of a situation. The UK dating scene. The apps are absolute shit. And do you know what? Dating here reminds me of dating when I first started realistically, being serious on it, around about 2008 to 2017. Dating was good then in the UK. Do you know what I mean? When I first went on Tinder around about 2017, it was easy. Do you know what I mean? You could have a date pretty much most weekends. Do you know what I mean? And now you can't even get a bloody reply in the UK from any girl. Or if you do, you get replying and then likes on you. Here, they're not as much, nowhere near as much. Still get that time to time, but for the most part, they're great to date with. Pretty much easy, easy to date, and yeah, generally, pretty nice, if I'm brutally honest. So that's my 3 things that's great, and 3 things that if you are from the UK that you might want to consider, especially as a man, obviously, to come over and set up a new life here, because I'm not gonna lie, the UK is absolute wank, and yeah, it's not great right now. So wanted to do a bit of a positive one this week. If obviously you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.